Hi, I am super lazy today, so this will be really slow. I have a bunch of stuff to do that I've written down, so I'll quickly actually go and do something that I actually recorded yesterday, but someone interrupted it, so I deleted that. Or no, don't delete it, it's still there, but I just left it halfway. So I will quickly go and share something to one person. How do I do this? Do I have the? But as I said, today will be super lazy for me. So sorry about that. Um, but yeah, hope you're doing well. I don't think you can hear this. I'm pretty sure. So I will. Why does this happen again and again? Surely. Um. Yeah. Sorry about the silence for a little bit. But I have stuff to do, so we will be talking about like a bunch of stuff. It's just I have to, you know, get some other stuff done for. It's a stupid what is happening? Oh, this issue. For some reason in in this so DaVinci, when you edit a video in DaVinci, what happens it starts from 1 hour. It doesn't really change anything specifically, but that means if you add subtitles, all of them are like 1 hour behind basically. So that is something a little bit annoying, but not too much. So I'm fixing that right now for something else. And I hope you're doing well. Did you have something to eat? The worst thing is that I don't even like I should not be doing this right now. But alright. So let me see. What I'm trying to do is add a video to WhatsApp. WhatsApp is like the most commonly used file thing. Sorry, not file thing. The most commonly used. With this, I think I'm now basically free. So we can now do stuff that I was mentioning. Like, I have stuff to talk about with you. So, this is my hard disk. And what I want to do is get a game. Now, do I have it or not? That's the big question. I don't have it. So, we need to download it then. The issue is that it's such a. Checking if it is here by any chance. It's such a. Please do not look into these too carefully. Um, It's such a obscure game that it's hard to find. So I'll show you in Pirate Bay. I'll have to find this in Pirate Bay. Um, the game is called The Plan, but it's stylized to TH3. Okay, this is not working either. Today, I guess you'll get to see all the different stuff that I use. This is still not loading, right? Um, what is this? Yeah, as I said, I'm a little bit lazy, a little bit like not really fully awake, which is not true. Like I have been awake, but I'm just out of energy, I guess. Okay, so this is what we're now. As you can see, the issue is that there are no seeders, which if you don't understand, this basically means that I can put it to download, but there's no like saying when it will be downloaded. Let me see if this is in archive.org by any chance. So this is for Sony PlayStation. This is for what games download. I'm still kind of mad that I don't have it in my hard disk. Actually, let me see because there should be one more thing in my hard disk, which is Baldur's Gate 3 because I wanted to share this with one of my friends. So yeah, I do have it. I still wanna see. Do I really not have it? The plan. That's so annoying that I don't have it. Is there a other folder or something in which it might be there? New maybe? New no setups or something? No, that's annoying. Okay, so this should be fine actually. So this is for PlayStation 2 and this is for Windows. So this is what we want. Mega should be fine because this is 826, right? And Mega is like 1 GB or 5 GB or something like that. It lets you download without having to log in or something. If I do need to log in, I can do that. It's just like not as preferable. Don't allow. Okay, so this is not downloading. While this downloads, let me explain to you what we are actually here to do because downloading is not big deal. The big deal is this. So what actually okay, first of all, I'll also open this because my abandonware is also a good website. But the issue is that the plan TRM. Let's just solve this. So this game, right? Yeah, Star First. Yeah. So this game, the plan, this has a specific DRM called Star Force. What this used to do is, like any other DRM, prevent people from copying the game, pirating the game. But what happened was with Windows 10 or something, like with the newer Windows, it bricks your PC. It will lock you out of the PC and make you never be able to use it again. I fell for this twice and I had to format my PC twice. So because of that, and again, it's not because I'm pirating it because well that's bad, but this was happening to legit people as well. So this is a Star Force PC. So let me just show this. Yeah. So for the modern version of Windows, what you need to do is Star Force remove the company itself. The company itself gives you the actual, yeah, see this? They actually give you that tool to remove, yeah, update or remove drivers. So they literally give you a tool to remove it. So I will actually go through something else. The plan. So yeah, this happens, and this is one of the most insane. This is what happened to me, and yeah, sorry about the game later. It's not fishy. The issue is that the issue nobody is mentioning. Yeah, see, this is the main issue. So this is the same thing, right? Now this is a little bit different. Now the question is, how do I remove it? Because I know this is the place where I need to find it, but I really want to make sure that just put it. Do I need to update it using SF update? Let's look at this as well. Yeah, so this is the same thing. Yeah. So this is downloading still. Message about the driver is used. So I think this is what we need to use. Um, version this. So this is the version of Starforce DRM that was used here. Yeah. Holy. This is a scary thing because I want to back up everything. So but thankfully I don't have much to back up. So I'll just quickly go here and just copy this, paste it in my this drive. So I want 142. It's like more than enough. But it is scary that you can just get destroyed by this. You know. Okay, so I'm crossing out the stuff that I wanted to do today. So this is still going on, right? But we have started it, so I'm crossing it off. Now I want to quickly go and test something on Valorant. So I was talking to someone on VLR, and they were like, one of the characters seemed very like there was some issue or something. So I want to check that out quickly. Okay, there's one code that came to my mind today. There's another one of those stupid codes that I have sometimes. So don't expect it to make sense. You'll be disappointed. But the quote is, I am not differently able, I'm fashionably disabled. I'm not sure if that sounded cool or something, but that's just what came to my mind. Now there are four more things. One is food, so I need to order food. Then there is plans for new. All I need is just add a timer text. So you have to put a marker first. That's awesome. Okay. So I will quickly actually try this instantly because I know he's going to explain more on how to customize it and everything, but for me, it should not be necessary. Okay, what all do I have open? So copy pasting is done. So that's good. This is the video. So I'll keep this open for now. What else did I have to do? I have to plan for a video. Okay, we can after this go and check out some stuff to buy. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if you heard that. It's literally I was just yawning and I just made that noise. I'm not even sure how I managed that. Okay. So this is the video. Put this here. Change the frame rate. Go here. Bring this here. Zoom. Okay. So we really just care from here, right? So I'll cut this video to start from here. So now this is the point where it starts. So we will add a text plus, was it? Shouldn't really matter, but that's fine. What inspector? Okay, that is just already on. Time code. Okay. So so this is where we are able to shoot. So I'll reduce this. Actually, I'll add one more. I'll just move this a little bit. Can I copy its location and stuff? Oh, it's fine. You don't need to do that, honestly. So again, honestly, I should do one more, which starts from the. Yeah, so copy this, paste it here. We'll keep it like this. Move this. Move this. Hello. What is happening? Can I not move this? Surely I can move this. Position something. Wait, dynamic trim is off now. Honestly, sometimes the stuff like this confuses me so much. So can you only move? Okay, so I'm only able to move normal text, but there must be a way to move this as well. Transform. Um. Okay. So this is the first point, right? So I'll add one more title here. Uh-huh. Okay. So I'll add right here. Okay. Add a title here. And right now it's saying 001. Yeah, so I'll copy this, paste it here. We'll move this here. Reduce the font size a little bit. Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm sorry, it's just like when I selected everything, it just felt bad. 40 should be fine. Oh, 40 is too less. What about 60? Yeah, that's fine. So we start here, right? Then actually, can I do this? I'm curious. So this I will make it just a text back again, just a text. Can I not do that? Remove time code. Okay. So now copy this, paste this. Okay. Now as soon as yeah, so here, go back up here and then copy this, paste this. But at the first I want this. So will this work? No. So we just remove this. That's fine. So it's the same thing basically. Yeah, wait for. Hmm. Yeah. And then here, copy this, paste this. Um, um, So what this is 227, and that's it. We can now end the video here, I think. Let me also let me just see once. Let me actually add this one. Add this. We'll go here, copy this, make this remove time code, and then paste this. Okay, cool. Cool. Now just upload, export this video and upload it. Wow, that took some effort to say. I'll just put this in desktop for now because it doesn't really matter. Timeline. Yeah, whatever. Beach flash timing. Yeah, that's it. I think nothing to think about it. Okay, cool. Now I will hide stuff from you and open my YouTube quickly. Honestly, I want to actually show you how uploading video works. I'm just like making sure that like the dashboard and everything. I'm just making sure nothing, none of my like actual sensitive information is shown to you. Okay, so this is how it looks when I go to upload a video. So you can upload it from here. So I'll just drag and drop the video that I just mentioned. So yeah, that's it. That's actually it. So I will actually put this. Actually, let me put this on my gaming channel. So can I switch account? So yeah, when go to switch account, it actually shows my um Gmail IDs. So I need to hide that, but that's just a small thing. After that, I can show you. So again, this that you should be able to see right now is just my YouTube. What do you call it? Just my YouTube channel for games. So breach flash timing. So there's nothing here. I'll just put it here, but in any case, this will be yeah, so this is unlisted. Make this like this, and then copy the thing, and that's it. So now I'll just go to VLR and post it. So it'll be a bit silence. I mean, a bit of silence. I'm just reading it a little bit. So flash takes 0.5 seconds to wind up, not including the travel time. It has a fast weapon equip speed. Um, the equip. Yeah, that's it. Oh wow, it actually shows a video like directly. So let me just see it once. So is it actually 1 second? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. We are done. What now? So this was actually fun. Pretty quick video as well. Now, do I want to do the plan thing? So the thing is that it's such a massive like headache. Because if I get it wrong, I'll have to bloody format my PC. Let's see what happens. So this is just a generic video. Okay. So this is the news version view update. So I'll download this utility. I've done this before. To remove all protection component. Okay, so this is what we want, not this. Sorry. So I think this is what we want. So this should actually be pretty easy because all I need to do is just I'll go to this setup and paste it here. I'll delete this and the plan. Okay. I'll extract this. Oh, you just copy paste this. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Um, Still loading. What is happening? Excuse me. Did I not press yes last time? No protection. Oh wait, so I need to install the game first. That is horrifying. Um, Oh my goodness. Star Force. DRM remove guide. I'll add the plan, but I think I'll search without it first. Old game. And then I search for the plan. Check out the video. We'll look the video inside. This is how you can skip ads, by the way. I know it's already over, but you just there's a eye icon here. You press it, and then you just holy. So you install the game first, I guess. Google girl. Interesting. Anyways, okay, this doesn't look like a good video. Um. Okay, I'm just going to take the risk. If something happens, you were here. This should be the ISO. Wait, it's the ISO file. Man, I hate the whole burning stuff, like disk burning stuff, because I actually have a specific like tool to do that, but it's a headache. Okay, okay, it got it. It worked. So this is a setup. Um, it's so frustrating as well that the setup doesn't include actual like removal of the DRM itself. Okay. So we install this. Will it not ask me any questions or anything? Hello? Okay. I am such a kid, by the way, when it comes to. I just saw that girl and just thought, hot. Ah, man. Okay. So we install this. A massive issue. Once you install, um, once you install it, the DRM is also installed. So it will ask me to restart my PC. If I do that, my PC is bricked. The question is, if I don't do that, will the remover actually remove the PC or not? Right? So we will find that out right now. So I'll run it, sure. So production system, reboot the computer to install. So we press no. That's the first thing. Now we go back here. Very careful. We need to do this. First of all, what is a crack actually? Wait, what? Oh goodness. Wait. Crack. I'll just copy this whole thing. Just screw it or copy the whole thing and paste it somewhere here. I'll just paste it on setup. Uh, I'm a stupid idiot who is just extending the time period where I like just increasing the suspense for no reason. Okay, so they should say that DRM has been removed. Dude, this is scary. So I will put this off. If I don't upload a video by 18th March, you'll know that I'm done for. For now, we'll do the other stuff. Holy shit, is this the most like scary thing I've done for a long time? Oh, it said okay, so this time it said no drivers found. So I'm hoping that no drivers are actually there. So actually, you know what? I'll go and check the game once quickly. This is the game. Uh, Can I just run this with admin privileges and as administrator? Restart the computer to complete its installation. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, let me try this one more time. So I go to setup and run this one more. What happens? I'm thinking what to do. I'm canceling this right now. The other thing is like there's a crack, right? So what I want to do is copy this and paste it in this. So we just replace the files in destination and try once more. Jesus Christ, it worked. I cannot even begin to explain you. I want to say nostalgia, but I actually played it with a lot of, not a lot of, what do you call it? You can't hear the music anyways, but I didn't play it that much with. So I'll put it to 1980 and accept. Oh goodness, this looks interesting. I'll just start a new game. I want to say nostalgia, but I don't really remember any of this. Oh, I'm just I need help. Can I not skip this? What control is skip? It's insane, dude. I was pressing every single button, and control is skip. Can you imagine that? Dude, I don't need any of this. Holy the bloody, what do you call it? Controls are just. I don't even know. Literally, the horizontal and vertical is flipped. Sorry, the horizontal mouse is flipped. Okay, okay. Not playing this right now, but hopefully, hopefully, the goddamn DRM is gone, which means I don't need to bloody, what do you call it? So scared. Okay, okay. Now, back to our scheduled program. This should be done for. Like we shouldn't need to do anything else now. Now I want to search in Amazon.in notebooks with you. So I can actually get notebooks here as well, but I just wanted to peruse some notebook here. So actually I want a really small notebook. So A5, how big is A5? How big is A5? I want an image comparison with a hand or something. So this is A5? Okay, that's pretty big. I don't want that big. How much is A6? Wow. Uh, paper, notebook sizes. Tiny notebook sizes. So this is nice. Okay, I'll just search pocket notebook. Pocket notebook. I need a good quality one. So I actually do already have one, but that is sort of getting old and I don't really like it as much. This is dotted. I would actually like it because dotteds are like, it's nicer. They're good for like drawing and stuff. How much is per page? Why don't they show the inside of the notebook? Okay, so okay, this is not dotted. I guess this is square grid. It's 5.5 into 3.5 inches. I do have a ruler right here. I'm sorry if you can hear that, and it was really painful. It was painful for me as well, if that makes you feel better. The 5.5 inches is massive. Uh, it actually is massive, like not even joking. Um, 3.3, 3.5 is okay. So this is a thin. Long notebook. Actually, this is the same size as my current one, isn't it? It is, yeah. It literally is exactly the same size. So I can get this. This is 300 rupees, which is pretty expensive. So I want to look a little bit more. What about this? So the size itself, we are very happy with, right? Oh, this looks perfect. This looks perfect. But what is it? This is 192 bleed. I don't know what that means. This is 3 pack. Layout is ruled. 64 pages. How much is this one? It doesn't say, but if I had to guess, this would be like 10, 20. I think something similar. Um, how many is this? Like, is this just one? Is this, how many is this? 42 rupees per, I guess. Um, these look nice. These look nice. 100 pages. Oh, these looks really good. Ouch. Okay, okay. I will I will save some of these. This as well. Where is the, there should be a share icon here. Yeah. I will actually switch to this stream so I can open my other stream without having to close and open. I don't know if you got what I'm trying to say. Basically, it means that I can open my personal tab without having to worry about too much Amazon. Actually, I can just do this now. I do kind of hate how much like this sort of treats itself as a incognito tab, but what that means is it is what that means is it is not letting me um switch it. Sorry, it's not letting me copy paste stuff. Like I can copy paste something, but I have this thing where I can copy paste. I don't know if you can see this. I'll try. Okay, it's not showing for you. Let me just show this. So you can see this list. So it shows me like stuff that I've copied before. So that is something that's not I'm not able to do. But anyway, okay, we'll see some more notebooks. Those already are like really good, right? Was that sponsored? Not even sponsored. So that's really good. This looks cool. I like the things. 170 page unruled. That's also pretty cool. I'll save this as well. I keep copying it a little bit quickly, like pasting the thing a little bit quickly. Add to card as well. What else? These are really expensive for some reason. Oh, these are cheap. Are there any other cheap one? Oh my goodness! What is this? Look at this. Oh, this is like perfect for me. This is a sticky notes and clip holder with pen. What on earth is this? This is a notepad memo book. How big is it? It's pretty massive actually. 7.5 to 4 inches. Let me just see this. Oh my goodness, it's big. I should be making one of this. Like I should just get some tools and like make one of this. Because instead of having a notebook, paper cutout in this size would be much better. But okay. Really cool. I'm not, this is 185. This is so cheap as well, honestly. I'll put this and we will move on to something else. Because now I'm thinking, oh, I need to probably wait, I didn't have battery on. Yes. you know, like my old laptop would not survive. Like I would be able to instantly tell that Valorant is, because Valorant would be lagging so much, but it didn't even lag a little bit. Like this laptop is actually a beast. Okay, cool. So now I'm gonna cross this off as well off my list. Um, New notebook done, more or less. Now there are three more things. One is food. Actually, let me go and quickly turn on my fan. Sorry if you heard that. But I'm back. So one thing is food, right? So I think I will quickly order food because I don't have many things. Again, shawarma platter is one of the things. I don't know if I mentioned this in the audio that had what do you call it? That I didn't post, but shawarma G is something I've been ordering a lot. It is basically a hummus, open shawarma hummus platter. So it has hummus, olives, French fries for some reason, a pita bread, we call it kubus here, and chicken leg pieces or something. And then there is mayo. So it's really cool. It's really like simple food. I like it a lot. But I don't think there's an offer right now on it. Yeah, there's no offer. So when there's no offer, it just becomes like too expensive for me to like really consider it seriously, at least. So I will actually just see what are the offers and stuff. There's one thing that I've been really wanting to have, which is this poke bowl, but they don't have like the extra stuff that I usually have with it. Like some of the customization basically that they have. Is today Wednesday? No, Wednesday there's like offers on KFC. I was hoping to eat something like a little bit healthy. If I don't see something good, I will probably go with just some mad like chicken food or something. Um, okay. We are looking at whatever is on sale or whatever. Calling it sale is so weird, but like basically it's cheap. I've been liking this combo a lot. So it's chicken momos, fried, veg, whatever. Not veg, fried or steamed. Then waffles, and with that like iced tea or something like that. Yeah, it has been a really cool combo. Honestly, dude. Oh no, this is bad. Um, Damn. Let me see this. If this is available, I won't be able to resist it, but this is bad. Okay, it's not available. But basically, chicken wings with basically everything that I said, but with chicken wings. Let me see this, dude. Should I just go bonkers with the like the what I want? How is it so unbelievably expensive? How is everything so expensive? They even have lemon iced tea. It doesn't say how many. It says buffalo wings, but it doesn't say how many buffalo wings. There's another one. This looks a little bit cheaper at least. But I can tell this will be also expensive. Why don't they say how many wings? Tell me. Okay, this is 6 pieces. Um, Nashville has wings, but they're not as good, which is kind of crazy to be honest. Okay, Louis Burger. So they have Korean chicken wings. I've had something like this before from them, and it was really good actually. Oh man, this is like sort of affordable. Is it crazy that if it's sort of affordable, I start like considering it very seriously? Um, okay, let me search just chicken wings. Chicken wings. That is so good food, by the way. Like, I do appreciate that I can now eat like just chicken wings, waffles, and iced tea, and that's my lunch. Is it healthy? No. But is it fun to eat? I would say so, yeah. So, delivery is managed by the restaurant. 6 piece wings. So I can go with barbecue chicken wings or peri peri chicken wings. These are the two options that I am seeing mostly. Um, Man, it's so weird because I really like pepper chicken wings, but barbecue makes me think of like USA. And one of my friends is from USA, so I keep thinking like, should I just get barbecue wings for no reason? I do like the taste as well. This is smoky sweet. You know what? I'll just get barbecue wings. Okay, so let's see how expensive this is gonna get. I'm afraid this is too affordable. Okay, okay. Let me go back and see the waffle combo. So that one is uh what is it? Belgian waffles or something? Yeah. So this one will be I think 200 as well. So this is just a waffle, just normal your typical. Then iced tea also looks like it is on a sale or something. I'm not sure. Lemon iced tea. Really like peach iced tea as well, but this is fine. Okay. I will order these then. God damn it. Okay, so this should be 373, something like this. Why I'm saying this out loud is because when I go to check out all, it usually increases the price. It doesn't apply the coupons properly. So yeah, this is not applying the coupons properly. This is like 700 or something for some reason, which is just crazy. Uh, so I will have to just order them one by one for some reason. So I will do that. So first we order the wings. The 6 weeks. If it's not enough, by the way, which honestly doubt that that will be the case because I'm a fraud and every time I think that oh this will not be enough for me, I eat it and it's more than enough. But if it's not enough, I have snacks in my room, so I will just have those. Um. Oh yeah, dude, I completely forgot at 5:30 today. So it's sorry for that. 2:20. It's the time is 2:20 right now, right? So the time is 2:20. At 5:30, I have to be somewhere. I have an appointment, so I have to keep that in mind. But that is good to know. Like this is all fine. So I have ordered one, and I'll order the second one as well. And that's it. That's food done as well. As I said, it took some time, but I think it was pretty fast, all things considered, to be honest. So both of these, I think one will take like 50 minutes or something. The other one will take half an hour to 40 minutes. Let me actually see exactly. So one says 34 minutes, the other one is 23 minutes. Okay, so chicken wings actually less time. I didn't expect that. Okay. So now with that done, we have two more things. One is just talking about co-op games, and the other is planning for an analysis video. So the two analysis videos actually, because I just thought of two more. So I'll just open paint.js and online notepad. Notepad. I should really remember what the website is. So this is the website js.paint. This is one of the websites. I mean, this works. I'll just use this. This is jspaint.app and then there is paint.js.org. You know what? Let's use this one. I've been using this one. This is dark mode for some reason. Okay. So what I want to do is I have two videos ideas, right? One is analyzing the hero designs, giving my thoughts for Overwatch and Valorant. So this should be pretty simple, right? The preparation for this. So let's name this. So what? 24/7 hero design analysis and thoughts. So the prep for this is actually pretty simple. Open Val and Overwatch pages. Hero. Agent. Actually, agent hero because agents are for Valorant, heroes are for Overwatch. Page videos, maybe, but they should have videos in the pages, so I shouldn't need anything. And that is actually it. That's it. Um, this is the simple one. The other one is more complex, which is um gameplay. So this is kind of interesting, right? So what I want. So I'll explain to you what I actually want to analyze. Let me just clear this. Okay. So Overwatch, and I actually in my last audio I did talk about this, but unfortunately that got like interrupted. But also I thought it's actually much better to talk about it in a different, like, for the gaming channel video. So Overwatch and Valorant both are competitive games first, but they also have a casual element to it, right? And this is your main audience, even if it's not, right? It's just someone you can cater to. And my argument is which one is better, because I think Overwatch is actually much better. It's much more fun to play casually. So my most arguments would be about why it is, and what Valorant can do different to make it more casual friendly while still keeping its identity, and what Valorant does well and not well in these things, as well as Overwatch, right? So let's see. Um, Casual friendliness. Overwatch versus Valorant. So the first thing is describe Val, describe Overwatch. So this means explain basic gameplay. Um, which means first step of this would be to explain controls, then explain agent diversity, like agent abilities. Right. This is basically, if you open Valorant, what can you do? Right. It's nothing to do with how to win or anything. It's just like what can you do, what happens, right? Explain explain Actually, instead of agent abilities, actually agent abilities is fine, because explain mechanics, which covers aiming and movement. These are like sort of clumped together, right? So this is the basic gameplay, right? There are other things such as, so basically controls would be like something like planting, spike, planting or diffusing. These are the two same thing. Interacting, attacking, etc. So this should be fine. Then um we get to then we get to explain a structure. So this means, what explain a structure means, why did it do that? Interesting. Explain a structure. This means round match structure. So basically 13 rounds, first to first to 13 actually. First to 13 rounds, overtime, then round structure. Somewhere here we need to also explain. This is why I'm doing this here, uh, because it is important to, it's important to list out it first and then see how to order them. The order in which you explain stuff is very important. So I think map should be explained first. So explain map. I think this is fine. We also need to explain before this, right? Explain structure. I think it follows in the explain structure because we need to explain 5v5 mode. Okay. Then basic gameplay. Here we'll also have economy. Economy. What else? I think actually this is it. The last thing is roles. Roles. I think that's it because at this point you so I can go about win conditions, um typical scenarios, round structure. Round structure itself will include um attack, defense, win conditions. And this is more like specific win conditions. So basically laying anchor, smokes, etc. Basically what makes you a good Valorant player sort of. Then we have Overwatch. So we sort of should have similar stuff, right? So describe Overwatch. So this starts with again explain basic gameplay. So this means explain controls, explain hero abilities because they are called heroes, explain mechanics, then explain map. So we will be focusing on control maps, then explain structure. Explain structure. Let me just quickly do this once. 24 point. What happened? Why did it go smaller? Okay. See, this is what I'm not getting. Like when I start a new line, it's like smaller for some reason. Okay, it's fine. Explain the structure, which means it's a 5v5 mode. I probably will not be able to finish this actually because there are a lot of different things that I'm even right now. Let me quickly note before I forget actually. Death explain death. Actually, I should note these like somewhere else. Notes. Death in both games. Economy and gameplay dependency in Valve. Okay. Um I you might be thinking why I'm not just copy pasting, but it's to for me to remember that why exactly there are different stuff. So match structure. So this is first to three or first to two. Actually, with control, I'll also do hybrid. Sorry, not hybrid. Escort. Escort is easier, or I think escort is easier because it explains turn changing as well. First to two for this escort. Okay. Round structure. Round structure is more specific. This actually also has one more thing where there is tournament only. You have map selection and stuff. So back here, this might also be in this. I'm just like not aware of it. So I'll just put it here. Not sure. Okay. Around structure. So this is again attack win conditions. Now this I'm not that sure, so I'm just leaving it. And economy is another thing. Roles. So actually here we can talk about role, typical, sorry, comps. Comps is what I'm thinking of. Comps. Same here, roles and comps. Specific win conditions. So this is something, this is places where I am like out of my depth in Overwatch specifically, but we'll still go for it. Typical scenarios. Again, this is something that I'm not super sure about, but we'll attempt it. Okay, with this, we are done. Now, this is just explaining these games. Now we come to why one is more fun than the other. Now, what I'm gonna do is actually, um, let me share my screen as well. Um, yeah, so you should be able to see everything now. If my audio cut off, I apologize, but it was for I'm changing some stuff in OBS. This is actually how much storage is taken up in my PC, so I keep track of it. And this is the format for the old Crowns video. So this is so far what we have written for the video. So I'm seeing that this is already going to be really, really long. So I might just do this for fun today, quickly. Because this will be really, if not quick, it will be very simple because the preparation, as you can see, is very simple. So yeah. What else? So this is one thing done, and the other is talking about co-op games. So I am actually planning to make a co-op game next. My current game is stuck. I have not finished it, but I don't want to keep trying to finish. And I want to start working on a new game. If nothing, it will give me some inspiration to work on stuff. So what I want to do is plan a co-op game. And for that, I wanted to, excuse me, I wanted to do some research. Not research really, because everything I'm going to talk about is already in my head. But basically, talk out loud a little bit about what co-op games. So there are two structures of co-op games, right? Well, let's actually talk about different types of co-op games. So first of all, we are talking about co-op games. These are not versus games. So for example, if you have played the Golden Eye, Mario Kart, Mario Party, these are games that you play with friends, but these are not co-op games. Smash Brothers, fighting games in general, Valorant, Overwatch. These are games that are you're playing against some people, right? I'll come back to Valorant and Overwatch. The reason I draw this because in Mario Kart and GoldenEye 007, the original one, you would have four. The screen would be divided into four parts, and each player would have their own screen, so you can play together. This is how it works in Stardew Valley as well, which is a co-op game, but we'll get back to that. But overall, we're not talking about versus games, right? So, for example, Tekken or something where there are two people fighting against each other. That's not what we're talking about here. We will come back to that because those are also important. But in general, co-op games, when we are distributing, talking about them, they fall into these categories. I think the first is games like Overcooked and Moving Out. So both of these games, the overall objective is, and again, this is not an analysis game, so I'll be more like free-handed. But the objective in both games is basically that you have to do something. Like there is an objective, there's a clear objective. In Overcooked, you have to cook food. In Moving Out, you have to move stuff, right? And there are two to four players. Now, the way these games work is the objective has different tasks, right? So it has different tasks that all require slightly different skills. What they make you do is make it very easy. So if you cooperate, these tasks become easier. So they require they literally require cooperation, right? The other thing is that they don't really give you a specific roles or anything. So the task division itself has to be done by the players. But the structure that I'm looking towards is there is a gameplay loop, right? There's a very specific gameplay loop, and you are just thrown into that. as four players, and you have to figure out how to finish a level, right? So this is one type of co-op game. The other type of co-op game would be something like It Takes Two. So It Takes Two is a very much story-based game, right? And the reason I put it differently is because there's no specific gameplay loop. You're not cooking food every time, right? What it goes through is several different scenarios, right? Sometimes you're driving, sometimes you're shooting, sometimes you're fighting. And what this lets you do is play around co-op and versus. So sometimes it will make you fight against each other, and sometimes it will make you cooperate to get over a hurdle, or sometimes it can be a physical hurdle, like it can be a environment hurdle, it can be an enemy, right? But the point is that it makes you go through these things. So it's a much different, it's much different than this, because each scenario is specifically designed with a specific outcome or a specific interaction in mind, right? Sometimes it's again environmental, sometimes it's co-op, sometimes it's social interaction, social discussion, whatever. So it's very interesting and very different from Overcooked or moving out, right? Now, I want to touch on things like Stardew Valley for a second. So, Stardew Valley is not the only game like this, but you know what? Stardew Valley and Wolfenstein, these two games. I'll also mention, if you really like It Takes Two, there is another game recently came out. It's called um, damn it, what's it called? It's like split. Uh, Let me just see. Game split. Um, Recent. Split fiction. The split fiction is another one where it's like story based. You know, it doesn't have to be story based. They just make more sense in that sort of scenario, because you can go from again one scenario to the other, right? That's how stories work. That's how structures work. Okay, so again, we are talking about one is Wolfenstein, and you can add a lot of different games. Saints Row can come in this. Something like GT Online can come in this, and then there is Stardew Valley. So I'll talk about this first because this is very simple. This is basically a single player game. So you shoot enemies, you go through it, but you just add another player to it. And it just makes the game a little bit easier. You can make it a bit harder from the developer side to make it like balanced. But the point is that it's nothing special. Like it's just a single player game that you can play with a friend. Every game should be this, in my opinion. But that's simple, so we are not really going to talk too much about it. Stardew Valley is very similar in that aspect. The only difference is that Stardew Valley has some elements where you can do things with a player to make it much more easier, because you can. So in a Stardew Valley, right, there are different gameplay loops. There's farming. Trying to draw an icon that looks like farming. There is um something like I don't know what to call it, like combat, basically mining, right? Mining is another thing. When you take these things, right, and you have two players, let's say one player, there's fishing as well, actually. I'll quickly add that. So let's say there is two players, right? And this person likes combat and mining, and this person likes fishing and farming. This is where Stardew Valley shines as a co-op game, where you can distribute some work in two places. Because what happens is all of these, in one way or the other, actually make each other better. So, for example, with farming is the best way to get money, right? I think fishing is also a very good way, but farming is the best way to get money. So, if someone is like wants to mine or something, they can do that. I'm a bit rusty on my Stardew Valley knowledge, but basically, a lot of the stuff that you can get through these, right? So, farming gives you crops, combat gives you like enemy drops, basically. Um, Mining gives you minerals, fishing gives you fish, and also some minerals that are available only in sea, right? All of these can be used in the other department to get something. And this is where Stardew Valley shines as a co-op game. But that's just a byproduct of it being made like this. It has nothing to do with it being designed as a co-op game, right? Something like Overcooked was designed as a co-op game, which is ironic because I think it doesn't need to be. But my point is that this is where this is something to keep in mind, right? Like where you can distribute. certain, again, distribute tasks based on your preferences, right? Stardew Valley is just much more expansive in that, whereas Overcooked and Moving Out are like much more tighter in that. Okay, so with all of this, what do I want from an co-op game, a co-op game? Well, I'm glad you asked, but I don't have an answer right now. I think co-op games are, so one thing is that, exploration, right? That's one huge part of co-op games where you explore something, you find something together. That's really fun. Something like Lethal Company, or these like new extraction sort of games, they make use of this. But if I make the game, I wouldn't be exploring anything, right? Plus, the other thing is like I'm much more of a systems person. Like making an environment that you explore is fun, but there are two problems with it. One is this is something that I would enjoy playing as much myself because I already know what the story or whatever is. This is much more of an art expression thing. But the second thing is that stuff like this takes a lot of time and effort. It's really difficult to do it individually. Making a system, on the other hand, what a system is, by the way, is basically like you basically create a set of rules, right? It's gaming at its very like core, I guess. You create a set of rules and then players play those rules, basically follow those rules, right? And see what new stuff comes out of it. A system basically does that, but like it does it like in a more computer fantasy way, right? Where fire, for example, a very simple system could be fire or douses out water. Sorry, water douses out fire. But fire can boil water. So what can you do with this, right? You can then create different things. Legend of Zelda is like a very good example of like good systems where you have a different like tools that you can use in conjunction with each other, and they create interesting things, right? Um, I think that is enough thinking for me for today. My food is also about to arrive, I think, so I should get around to like paying and stuff, and like just get ready to receive the order. That was fun. I think for today I won't record any new videos or anything, but I will keep thinking more about what kind of co-op game I want to make, because I really want to make co-op games where there is a challenge, right? So there is a challenge and you have to solve that challenge. The question is, for one player, how well can you? So for example, I really want uh asymmetry, right? So both players have the ability to do same things, but they can choose to do different things. Again, similar to Stardew Valley, right? But I also want something unique. Other co-op games also include something like Defuse the Bomb or something it's called, where you um everyone keeps talking and nobody dies. I think, or nobody blows up or something like that's the name of the game. Basically, there's a instruction manual on how to defuse the bomb, and the other person can only hear the instruction and they have to defuse the bomb. It's a really fun game. um, I'm also thinking versus games, right? I know I said co-op games, but versus games are just as fun. And what kind of games that would be? Again, talking about asymmetry, right? Both Stardew Valley and Overcooked, they give you asymmetry. This is why I was talking about Overwatch, because Overwatch, Valorant, both of these give very specific roles to each player so that the asymmetry is at its highest. In Overwatch, it's the highest by far, right? But that sort of asymmetry in these games is something that's not that common, at least. Like the one I can think of is like Fire Boy, Lava Girl, or whatever, or Lava Boy, Fire, Water Girl, whatever it is. My point is like that sort of asymmetry is something that I feel in co-op games is not that common. Of course, you can go back and talk about like something like Baldur's Gate or RPGs, right? But then there are RPGs, they don't have that. Um, they are like sort of, in my opinion, not very approachable in some sense. Let's say there is a challenge, right? Let's say I have to defeat an enemy, and of course, one player. The I think one of the big questions is, should one player be able to play this game? Because if I make it so that only two players can play this game, that's the height of asymmetry, but that does mean that it is very difficult for one player to enjoy the game, and it creates some like odd challenges in making the game itself, right? I'm not against it by any means. Plus we can always make this one AI, which would be a challenge for me as well. But is this from a design point of view, a good thing where one player cannot play the game at all by themselves. I generally don't like it because one thing is that this makes the game like I call it like the sticks and bones, the sticks and stones thing, where if you give sticks and stones to a person, right, to a group of people, they'll make a game out of it. Oh, my food is here, so I'll get it quickly. Okay, I'm back. So the if you give people just sticks and stones, they'll make a game out of it. So it's very you need to be very careful when making a game where a person can't play it themselves, because you won't be able to tell properly whether or not the game is fun. Because people will just make any game fun if there is another person involved, right? Especially if they're playing with friends or something. That's one thing. What kind of game as well? Because I was thinking, let's say if I make it like a puzzle game sort of, right? Puzzle games with two players. Is there even a point to it? I really want where players have the ability to just mess with each other, but it also helps. Like for example, this is what came to mind, right? Split Gates is a good example of this as well. Let's say a lot of like games that are multiplayer will have really fun ways to play them in co-op. So let's say this is like a maze, right? It's a huge maze, and both players have the ability. So one player has the ability to make portals, so you can go from one place to the other, right? Let's say the other player has some other ability, I don't know. But for now, let's just say one player has this ability. But they can change the location of this portal to anywhere without telling the other person. That would be so much fun. Like you just misguide them all the time, right? So I think there is some. So one thing also I'm thinking is that some personal incentive for the players to do this. Now, the incentive shouldn't be obvious why you are trying to mess with the other player, right? But the incentive should be something that comes to them. For example, both players can have like a secret. I don't know. I'll have to think about it, but I'm already like feeling like okay, I'm getting somewhere because I can think of a game where you have to do certain things and you're hiding some information from your partner or whatever so that you can get something else done for them or something like that. But yeah, I think I'll end the recording here. It was fun. Thanks again for the company and hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good and see you soon. Bye bye. And I hope my laptop when I restart it doesn't just get down. But yeah, see you.